Alright guys, this is Gator Suri, and today we're back at the Lexington Convention Center for WasabiCon, so let's go!
I was married and lived in this world. I had no idea cons existed. I had no idea. I'm married. Any of this. Well, my husband at the time, the great Andy's wonderful father, was not into any of this at all. Like, nothing. So I was very just home all the time. And when I got divorced and met other people, and I remember Ronnie, who I met, and he's like, "Are you going to MegaCon?" I'm like, what's MegaCon? It's like, you don't know what MegaCon is? You have all this Wonder Woman stuff, and action, I collect action figures as well. And he's like, you have all this stuff, and you don't know what MegaCon is? I'm like, no. So I went, and Angel sang. What is this? What? I found my home. And I was like, I'm going to find the best Wonder Woman in this place. So that was one of my missions, and there was a couple of them. Like, and before this, whenever I did Halloween every year, everyone was saying, "Are you going to be Wonder Woman?" I'm like, no, I can't. I can't live up to that. I don't do Halloween store costumes. I can't wear that stuff. I can't make anything that's good enough, and I can't do it. So I never did it. So anyway, back to MegaCon, and I looked for Wonder Woman, and I saw this Wonder Woman, and I was like, oh, she looks good. I need a picture with her. So I asked her to take a picture. I'm like wearing sneakers and shoes. I'm like, hi. Oh, yeah, girl. Anyway, so then I went home, and I had the picture that I uploaded, and I don't know how I finally figured it out that she had a costume store in Jacksonville. I'm like, oh my gosh, she lives here. She makes costumes. I want to be her friend. So I messaged her until she messaged me back, and now we're friends. So what was your first costume that you made after that? So then I realized, hey, maybe I can learn and I can make this stuff. And actually, my first costume was that kind of the Amazonia.
Oh, that's right. Actually, I remember seeing you out at TSI. And I was like, hey, nice Amazonia.
The Amazonia was a version of the book where she was back in time, and she was fighting Jack the Ripper.
A lot of people call it steampunk.
Yeah, she was kind of burlesque steampunk.
It's got like a bustle type thing. Yeah.
So I made that. That was my first.
I did not know that was your first. My first one was, of course, classic with the Carter Wonder Woman.
Bridget skirt.
No, I was going to bring. I had like stuff I was going to bring and forgot it all. I was going to bring my first costume that I ever made, which is like the accurate Linda Carter one. Like I hand painted all the little stars how they go down, like the B on the front, and I actually glued on the sparkly fabric and the shape of the eagle on the front, and I did it for 2004, I think it was, Comic-Con in San Diego, and I could not go like 3 feet without being mobbed by people getting pictures. And back in like 2004, I would say like 10% of the people at San Diego Comic-Con dressed up in costume. So it was, now you go and everyone is dressed up, but then it wasn't. I had like a fire marshal trying to clear the aisles, you know, and stuff. It was crazy. I had my cape, and I couldn't even like stand in line for the bathroom without getting harassed for pictures, like hiding. What do you do? You know. So it was a great experience still overall. I was like, yeah, it was totally worth it being in this outfit. And it's still my favorite one. I have remade that same costume over and over and over again. So I also love it because of the nice long cape. So I actually still wear the original cape that I made all those years ago. I still wear the same cape. I like to make stuff that lasts. We have a winner?
So the second one was William Moulton Marston created Wonder Woman. What else was he known for creating?
lasso of truth. That is pretty cool.
And another interesting, they're also coming out with a movie that just got greenlit, a biography of him. And he had, if they asked him to create a character, and it was at the time that all the men were being off for war, he went home to his wife and said, oh, they asked me to create a new character. And she said, it's got to be a woman, right? Apparently, he also had a girlfriend that was also the wife's girlfriend.
Oh, wait, I did read stuff about that, actually.
Very controversial story.
Yes, it involved ropes.
Well, and
why? So, we'll save that for Dragon.
I don't know what movie they're coming out with. But apparently the family was very upset about that.
Oh, about exposing that. Yeah, that's funny. I remember reading that now. I didn't realize.
What is the name of the island that Wonder Woman is from?
And we were discussing earlier how we pronounce this, and we both kind of Themyscira or Thymyscira. To me, every time I see it, it looks like thigh mascara. That's how I remember it. Or we will also accept Paradise Island. What? What is Wonder Woman's mother's name? Hippolyta. What? Hippolyta? I always said Hippolyta.
I hear it both ways.
Yeah, that's how I. But you know it?
Was Cloris Leachman?
I would not know.
Cloris Leachman?
What?
On the.
Oh, finally he's dumb.
Cloris Leachman. That was funny. What was that show we used to watch? Crazy Cult. And she's the crazy grandma.
Crazy Cult.
I shot a problem.
Alright.
Who
Number
played
5.
Wonder Woman in the TV show?
No, you skipped what is Wonder Woman's real name.
Oh, okay.
Diana Prince. Not Princess Diana. Yeah, she is Amazonian princess. Now we don't know what.
No, I don't think we know right now. I'm reading Rebirth. I never read any comics.
I also
I read the books, so I know what's going on.
I was Linda Carter TV show.
Yeah.
That's my background. So
Actually,
actually,
reading Rebirth.
and as I got more into costuming and wanting to expand my Wonder Woman repertoire with the costumes, I started doing research in the comic book shops. So now I actually own a bunch of Wonder Woman comics that I've chosen specifically based on the costumes of them. The cover. It's always, and the thing that pisses me off is there will be a really, really awesome cover and cool costume, then you flip through and you're like, well, you just like pooped out on the rest of the drawing because you can't see, you expect to see like more detail, and I'm like, that's not even the same outfit. Because when I was researching this costume, it wasn't even out yet. It was just, I made this one based off the advertisements for the new 52. They just released the posters, shown what all the new costumes, which is a big, oh God, Wonder Woman's in pants, And there was just like so much freaking out going on about it, and I got to the comic book shop and all they had for reference was the poster because it wasn't out yet, and so I based the whole costume off the poster, and there was so much stuff going on about how people were just hating the costume because of the pants, and I was like, well, the armor and everything was really, really cool, and so I was like, if I'm going to make this costume, it's going to have to look exactly like that poster, and it's going to have to be really detailed and really good, so even if they hate the costume, costume, and the pants. They're gonna be like, that's a good costume. So, and it ended up being one of my favorite outfits to wear. And then I also made the later version, where it was released later, which it has the shorts and the 2 little stars. So I wear that one as well. But not the other atrocity. Not the other atrocity with the Mandarin collar. We're not gonna talk about that.
This is like a real. Put the dangles away.
Throw it, Bruce Wayne!
I got my money on Batman. Batman.
It's not Batman.
I got my money on Deadpool!
I mean, here, BB, you got it.
Go. Tap. 3, 2, 1. Besides, we all know Wolverine will win.
Yeah.
Come on, Deadpool!
Let's go! Oh. Taking their high.
You okay?
Three, 2, 1.
Are you going anywhere to panel?
I just say hi to him.
Oh.
3, 2, 1, hi to him.
There we go. Oh, meat shield.
Get your stance.
Don't get put into a corner. Oh my god.
There we go.
Woo!
1, 2.
Woo!
Go.
Money's still on Deadpool because I know she has experience.
3, 2, 1. Very good arm. 3, 2, 1. How'd you make?
Deadpool, just do it. You can't touch this right now. Just have it.
Oh.
That was good though. Winner! It's like she was learning something or something.
No, you're the one in the not support. I didn't do all this. I'll take
This
one baby and pop. I'm just saying.
End result of Ryan
Somebody push that button.
date to take out Ryan.
Then lastly.
Damn.
Water had nothing to do with that. That's all. Just letting you know he didn't pay. Yeah, he's not that bad a guy.
It's hot down here.
Y'all are fun.
Alright, Alex, how many times have I missed shooting?
Well,
getting you?
miss not on time. You've wanted to film this, I don't know, twice now this weekend. We've shot him up twice. We've literally right down this hallway here, run through that door, and shot Ryan in the head with Nerf darts galore, and you missed it. And I even wouldn't look for you. I've given you every opportunity in the world, but now you're going to come to my panel, and if you miss...
The Chinese girl, I don't know, but they look like they're either slap fighting or doing inappropriate things in this bag.
$2.
If anybody wants $1.
$2.
How much? $2?
$2.
A buck a woman. That's please don't let that. Hashtag a buck a woman. Hashtag Toys for Tots. No! God, this is terrible. $2 for the Tekken figures. They come with bases, so you can stand them up and they don't have to touch each other inappropriately. Okay. Going once, going twice.
Hold on. So it's 2, right?
It's 2. Yes, $2. So you'd have to go to 3.
Okay. I'll go for 4.
$4, doubling the price to $2 a woman. Yay! Going once, going twice. Sold, sir. $4. Yay! A sack of ladies. That's another amazing band name. I have the sheep from Toy Story. It's the 3-headed. It's like Cerberus, but adorable. Like, you're not gonna get into hell. There is no Little Bo Peep, but it's kind of like the last movie where she wasn't around. So, yeah. So you have a 3-headed sheep with weird... Those are legs, I swear to God. It's very odd. But if you like nightmare children's stories and want this, you can have him for $1. He's cute, and it helps the kids if you want a sheep. If not, that's fine. I will eat him. No, I'm just kidding. No, God, that is hard. I'm not doing that.
I was about to say, I would love to see you eat it.
Owls can't handle that. All right, no
pay to
biters,
see that.
What about a Terminator?
Oh my God! Someone said, "Huh?"
People are like, what's a Terminator? I'm like, you kids didn't grow up with any good Terminator movies, so I understand that. You're like, I did. Oh yeah, see, Judgment Day, that was a good movie. Oh, I gotta do this. Here's another Alien. This is another Lynn and John donated this. Remember that awesome scene in the movie when Bishop got torn in half and he was like laying there and his guts were everywhere and the alien was trying to eat him and they're like, you know what would be awesome as a plushie for kids? That. So they made Bishop with his guts hanging out and he's all, it kind of looks like Monty, 1.21 gigawatts. It's also sort of Doc Brown, but yeah, this is fabulous. And why don't we do this for $2? Because it's, I mean, where are you going to ever see this again? Oh my God, those intestines are very well done. Gross. So if you really like aliens and want this for $2, you can have it right now. $2, a $2 Bishop. Look, he can sit on the end and be like, I want to watch TV with you. I also need to go. I also have to go to the hospital. Oh my gosh, I did lose a lot of weight though recently, like literally half my weight. $2 going once, $2 going, $3. Ooh, the staff's getting in on it. They're like, oh no, I'm taking this home. $3 going once, $3 going twice, and sold. Do you catch him? Oh God, please no, Bishop. He's been through so much already. Oh, that's very nice. We'll do more plushies because they're fun. It's a Jurassic World dinosaur. It's very nice, and he's all like, I'd like to go home with somebody, because I'm a plushie, and I think that'd be fun, and if someone has $1, I'll give you $1 for it. $2 for the plushie, $3, $4 for the plushie, $4 for this awesome plushie. I like that beard, that's nice. It doesn't really talk. I'm doing that. I know you might be shocked to realize that it was all a ventriloquist act. But yes, for $4 you can go once, go twice. Sold! Yeah! Thank you, sir. $4 dinosaur. Ooh, yeah, this is another. I keep looking back here for like stuff I don't want to repack. Because I'm like, I'm putting that in the car. This would be a pain in the ass to ship, too. Anybody like Tori Amos? I tried to give this to you last year, like, we don't have room for it. And I was like, oh, you know, like, it's a gigantic poster of Tori Amos. I guess I'll take it home. Who's Tori Amos? Way to make it. Now you feel old, too. She's an awesome singer from back in the day. Back when vaudeville was big. Right after we kicked Germany's butt in the World War II. She was the singer from like a year ago. No, not but like several years ago. But she's really cool, and we're really old.
What's funny is I
All
was
right,
born in
posters.
87.
Here's some other things I don't want to bring home.
There's 2 posters and a frame that actually hung on my wall. You get the schematics, and if you're industrious enough, you can build your very own version of Kylo Ren's command shuttle. And behind it is a poster just like this, but it's the Millennium Falcon. So depending on what mood you're in, you can have the Falcon, or you can have Kylo Ren's command shuttle, and it comes with this almost complete frame. It's got 3 sides, so just don't hang it this way, or it'll fall out. But yeah, it is heavy as hell. So yeah, I don't want to have to ship that. Oh God, Tori! I knew it!
$2 for 2 posters, a buck a poster right there. $5, $20. Wow, you just like boom, $20, 2 posters and a frame, hangable on the wall right now. You can put it next to you and drive in the HOV lane. Be like, officer, it's Kylo Ren's command shuttle. These aren't the droids you're looking for. He's like, wrong movie. Here's your ticket. No, 20. He was a 20. Nice. Going once, going twice. Sold. Very nice. I like that poster action.
Speaking of poster action, it's Halloween next week, right? Yeah. And one of the most famous legends of all was taken by Tim Burton and made an even more awesome sort of legend, Sleepy Hollow. This is another.
Oh man, that's.
It has a hanger ready to go right now, so it's not like you don't need a frame.
$2.
$2, right in the back. It's like he's not even
$3.
How much? 3,
4.
4,
5.
5,
6.
6, 8. Oh, look, somebody said 8. Who wants that? 10.
Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, no.
That's awesome. I love it. $10 for this now. Dancing with this. Things I'm doing back here. You know.
Can you do it backwards?
Going once. Going yeah.
Right?
It's like Indiana Jones. That melting in the end. And sold for 10. Why not? It's just been you all. Come to my garage sale. Thanks. Everybody's bought a little bit of something. I appreciate that.
You go ahead.
Very, very much so.
Just don't mind being on YouTube.
watch Monster High? Like Monster High? Care about Monster High?
What the hell is Monster High?
It's an anime.
This was a gift from one of our
Or
staff
cartoon.
with Debbie Derryberry is the voice of Draculaura, and she had these figures and signed them and was like, I want to give you something to give to the auction. So this is an actual in-the-box, mint-condition figure signed by Debbie Derryberry, who's also, if you don't know who she is, look her up. She's done a bazillion other things in voice acting, so it's actually a pretty cool autograph to have right there. And let's do a $2 Dracula. $2.
$3.
$3. $5. Either one you want to trump, go up to 6. 10, never mind. $10 for Draculaura. $10 going once, just don't take her on the sun. $10 going twice. 12, yeah.
That toy's worth that much.
Draculaura.
You just bought the toy from Walmart.
$12 going twice and sold. Very nice, sir. Very nice. Woo. Ooh, we're getting down to it. Getting down to it.
Here comes Tom.
Ooh, here's another awesome. It is? Well, we'll do a few more things. I have so much, but yeah, we'll do a few more things and get rid of stuff here and there.
All right, we're going to start closing ceremonies 10 minutes late. Is that okay?
Yeah. Awesome. Who wants a Power Ranger in the package?
Thank you, Tom.
Yes, it is because it is older. It is cracked a little bit, but thanks. What? You what? Oh, we'll start it at 5. I looked this up. It was crazy. It's from, where was the date on this? It was something crazy when it actually, the copyright, it was like 92 or something. Oh, 93. Yeah, so like the original run of it. So the plastic is a little bit cracked because it's that old, but it's the awesome Green Ranger. Isn't that Tommy? I don't know, I've never watched it. Okay, it is. Okay, I was like, I don't know, I'll say Tommy and everyone will stab me because it's like the wrong name. But yeah, so, anybody want that awesome old figure? 2, you're going to do 2? You do 5. He'll do the 5 to recoup the cost, the emotional cost of it. Going once, going twice. Yeah, you're like, will you accept more money? Yes. So $6, $6, $7. It is a static figure. It doesn't. 10. Shh. $10 going once, going twice. Not messing around, sir. Thank you very, very much. Be very gentle with it. Oh my gosh, it's so like, it's crazy. Okay, moving on. This dude from Mars Attacks. Yeah.
Nope.
He used to say, but the electronics have since fried, and if you know anything about it, it's probably a quick solder, but he's all like, his dome is still intact, and his little nippies, of course, slipped off. He's like, ooh. But it's still intact right there. But if you want something fun just to scare your little brother with or hide in the fridge, I don't know why you do that, but that'd be cool. You open the fridge, you see that, you're like, huh, why did I do that? But yeah, so this little dude, $2. Little $2 alien. Yay!
You hide it in your fridge to scare your mom.
Nice, I like that. Going once, going twice. We're in the speed round now because we're 8 minutes from closing ceremony. So $2 alien, there you go, sir. You're buying all the alien stuff. I'm seeing a theme here. Wow.
Someone else already bought it.
Exclusive shirt from E3 of an alien. It is small. It's a small. Yeah. So you can do like me and shop in the children's section. So your T-shirts look you look like you're really in shape. Yeah, it is a small, but this is what we handed out when we were promoting the game. It just looks like you have you're about to die. So it's like, look at it, it's cool. Indigestion. Don't eat it. Chipotle.
$1.
It'll do that. But if somebody would fit and wants it for $1 or whatever, $1. $1. Yay! I like the sound of that. $5. Yeah, I like the sound of that more. Any more? $5 going once, $5 going twice, and sold to Lynn. To the lady in the corner. Now, she's okay. She paid for it. I don't care. Who wants Wayne Gretzky? Who? It's a starting lineup figure of Wayne Gretzky.
He's a baseball player.
I was surprised that somebody wanted hockey cards. So maybe you want a Wayne Gretzky figure. He's.
Yeah, I wasn't watching hockey back then. Other than my Lizard Kings. Other than my Lizard Kings, I did not pay attention.
Really? Yep. Oh my God, really? Oh jeez, that's weird.
Yeah, I said, other than my Lizard Kings, I did not pay attention.
New York, but yeah, if you want.
All right. Okay, I need you to. All right, folks. Who, let me see. We got everybody coming in. Cool runnings, Bob.
Danielle, since I taught you how to walk and talk in the crowd, make sure you go out there and tell everybody to come in. We're doing closing ceremonies. No, but thank you. I might put this back on now. Really?
Come on, Ash Ketchums.
I want to be the very best, like no one ever was.
Hey, you got Bulbasaur right next to you.
Who had the highest bid, Kelly? That was
Cowboy Bebop.
the Cowboy Bebop print, which is you guys. So hang around, and after you can pick one.
Hey,
more
Tom,
thing.
you
I
have
promise
Bulbasaur
that,
right
so-
next to you.
Huh?
What?
You got Bulbasaur right next to you.
Bulba-
Oh,
yes.
I'm wearing the bat and you're wearing that. It was a Pokemon joke.
We're all his Pokemon.
I don't understand your balls and your games, like I said.
Balls.
Balls to that.
Alright, hey, my cell phone's almost dead. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to closing ceremonies for WasabiCon 2015. How are you? 2016. And that's when you know it's a blur. My name is Tom, and I'll be your skipper today as we visit the actual spots. We're back in 1974 at Battle Shark Jaws to power those poor innocent islanders. Anyway, we're going to breeze through a couple of things, just so it's late and we can get things wrapped up, but I do want to pick everybody's brain, which is why I do closing ceremony. So the first thing I need to do is say thank you. Our amazing crew this year, just to give you guys a little behind-the-scenes look, we were working on the show, and then the most pivotal time for planning the show is 30 days out from the show. Because a lot of decisions you can't make to get the month out from a convention. So you try to get to that point where people can get access to data, like when you work with your staff, like, you know, are you approved for time off to work for the show? What's availability? Who can do this? Who can do that? You don't know that until you're about a month out. And we got a month out from the show, started putting everything together, and then we had a annoyance by the name of Hurricane Matthew, which not only affected Jacksonville as a city, but our office is down in Vero Beach, Florida, and our office was without power for a full week. And then when the power came back, the air conditioning decided it didn't want to work either. So there was close to 10 days in the past month of no power, no air conditioning, and the staff running and everything else. And once we went live, a lot of the things that are the last 2 weeks of work were done, and I'm not even making this up, in 72 hours. And so that's because of the amazing staff that we have. They were able to adapt and jump through those hoops that quickly. So first and foremost, please give our staff a round of applause.
Woo!
And that would be Adam Lackey, Amanda Robinson, Annie Mulligan, Becky Rivera, a.k.a. Becky with the good hair, Chris Duplass, Danny, a.k.a. not Danielle. How do you say your last name?
Vanda Lester.
I'm going to say that wrong. And then Danielle, a.k.a. not Danny Garbett, Diane Honeycutt, Francis, Osazua, Jason Racine, Joe Strand, John Adams, John Lackey, Caleb Brooks, Kate Dolemar, Kelly Lowenberg, Leanna, a.k.a. my mistress, who's not here. She had to leave early. Lisa Pinnell, Lynn Adams, Mandy Holland, Mina Schoonover, Ron Mifflin, who's also left already, Russ Westbury, Ray, not Ryan Honeycutt, Ryan, not Ray Mulligan, Savannah Brooks, TJ Allen, and Tracy Honeycutt. All those folks made sure that you had a great time this weekend. So once more, please give them a round of applause. We are what?
We are wrapped.
We were wrapped in that room. Did somebody just call on the radio?
Someone for Caleb.
Oh, good. No, my radio's off if somebody calls. Oh, hold on. Caleb, who are you looking for? 10-4. Yeah, always working. So again, the most important thing about knowing that is conventions are powered by people. They're powered by the attendees. They're powered by our guests. How many people got to meet Sean Schemmel and Tara Sands this weekend? They're actually really nice, right?
Yes.
You never know. There's always a chance when you bring in guests, like, are they going to be those people or those people? And they were both really awesome. We were happy to have them both, especially Sean. Sean's never been to Jacksonville ever, so this was his first appearance in this market. So, and he said he had a great time before he hopped on his plane to go back to LA where there's no humidity. A couple other things. When we talk about people make the convention, we were super excited about the fact that this year we got to incorporate a couple of very important things. One of them you just completed, which is we brought back the concept of the convention charity auction. And instead of just doing a charity or picking something, we've been consistent with our shows. Chris, where'd Chris go? There he is. The scarf, sorry. Chris, last Christmas with his wife, they just one day decided, you know what? Damn it, we're going to find all the toys for Tots. And it became like a momentum thing that as they did it, it grew. And then last April, I called Chris and I'm like, so I know we're in the off season for Christmas, but what if we started Toys for Tots early? So at our other event in Orlando, we're like, let's do a charity auction for Toys for Tots so that we can target raising more money well ahead of time. And it was hugely successful at Florida Anime Experience. So when we came back and we were going to do this show, we're like, you know what? Let's go ahead and let's do it again in Jacksonville and clone the success. And do you have a tally?
Yes.
Yes. Thanks to many of the people in this room. We made over $500 here today. $505, which is awesome because that gets us over 3,000 already heading into Christmas. Which last year I started at 0, so we're already almost to my total from last year. We haven't even started the Christmas drive. So we have a goal of 7,000, which he challenged me to. He's like, let's double it. Let's do 7,000. I'm like, oh God, okay. And thanks to everybody that's come out to our shows and has given so openly, we are getting close. So
getting there.
Yeah, man, thank you.
No problem. Thank you.
So yeah, $3,000 for kids this Christmas, and it's only October. So give yourselves a round of applause. The other thing that was very interesting, and again, this was a last-minute piece that got added about a month ago, was we got contacted by Life South for like, listen, we do blood drives all around Jacksonville, and I had to think about it for a minute because I have a phobia of needles, so I'm like, I don't know if I want that around. And my wife, where's my wife? Oh, she's up running something. My wife is currently marathoning all of Grey's Anatomy. So anything involving blood instantly turns into you go to the hospital and one character dies. So I'm like, I don't know. And as we were communicating with them, they said, well, we're the same group that does it at Dragon Con. And then I remembered every year I go to Dragon Con, I see them there. And part of the goal and part of the mission statement when we started designing WasabiCon is, whenever I describe it to locals that don't understand what it is, I said there's Dragon Con in Atlanta, there's MegaCon in Orlando, Jacksonville deserves its own show. And that's what the beginning goal of WasabiCon was. And so I'm like, well, if it's good enough for Dragon Con, it's good enough for us. And their goal for the weekend was to get 20 pints of blood being here for 2 days. And I just talked to them, and they got 52 pints of blood.
Awesome! I didn't donate.
WasabiCon, aka Vampire Con. So that's all due to you guys. So again, it's all about people and the connection that fandom creates. So amazing fans, amazing staff, amazing guests, and then this year we had amazing charities. The next piece is, actually I'm going to use Mandy. Mandy, you're going to be my assistant for this one. I need you to stand up. Because she's in the perfect position. Okay, get back on stage. See that box right there? I want you to reach in the box and hand me something. This is from Lost and Found. I don't know what it is. Is this anybody's from Lost and Found?
I will admit, I did lights off.
Yeah, there are lights in here. It
I
looks like there was some work put into this. I just don't.
I think I've seen a witch with
Oh,
one like
look at
that.
Well, now we all want it.
I think
Going once. All right. What happens is we leave it Lost and Found in the hotel.
I think it belonged to a witch that left early today.
Possibly. So we'll leave it with the hotel. Maybe she'll call, so I'm going to put that right there. Witch. Let me see what's the next thing. I believe this is a...
Oh, I know. Yeah, she's not here today. She's not here.
I don't even know what that is. Oh, okay. I was like, really weird sunglasses case, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, what's my next Lost and Found? I have a cellular phone. Well,
It's a Galaxy 7.
Has anybody lost a cell phone? No.
was a guy, he dropped his early, but he's like, man, I lost it, no matter.
Really?
Must be nice.
I knew that problem. I lost another phone. So nobody to claim a phone? We will leave it lost and found then. Okay. It's an Android. Nice try. I have a pretty bracelet. What is that that's on there? It looks like a turtle? That's a turtle, right? Yeah, Mandy thinks it's a turtle. There's a turtle bracelet. Did anybody lose a turtle bracelet? I'm going to guess no. Okay. No turtle bracelet lost. Key card with orange stickers.
That definitely needs to go back to the hotel, probably.
Yes.
I'm going to walk through all of the locks in the rest of the hotel tonight and be like, I'm going to find the orange room, yes. All right, put that there. A very sharp, tiny sword.
Sad, that really sucks. That looks like the Master Sword from Zelda.
The Shadow Master Sword.
Yeah, it probably was somebody.
Yeah, no, it's exactly the sword that it is. And it's actually, holy crap.
It might.
This is like, there's like edge on this. Like, I could cut myself right now.
It's probably a letter opener. It's probably a letter opener.
Nobody's jumping on this, so I'm just going to carefully put that there. I believe in me. Apparently they no longer believe in themselves. We will put that right there. We have a... read this. Mush Alaska keychain. And it looks like a doggy. Mush Alaska, whoosh.
Sled dog.
The worst puppet show ever.
And then Balto lived happily ever after. I'm guessing nobody's going to claim that. Next, we have a pair of sunglasses. Is anybody's future so bright? Anyone? Oh, those yours? Okay. Anybody?
Put them on, see if they're aliens.
No. Okay. I don't even want to know what they've been. I'm just going to put this back right here.
You're right.
Okay. This. It's for a cell phone, obviously. But yeah, 3M. Nobody's going, oh, that's mine. So it will go right here. Okay. Have you played Atari today?
Oh! I was about to say. Yeah, Tyler Hall.
You actually know the dude?
Yeah, I know the dude.
Heavy things have to get.
All right, going once.
That was Tyler's hat.
Who's Tyler?
Tyler Hall. I saw. Yeah, he's one of the Star Wars guys that's on your Facebook page. I met him.
Okay, well it'll be in Lost and Found at the hotel.
I'll let him know.
With me.
I'll message him on Facebook and let him know.
That's it? Okay, we have one other weird thing. Does anybody have a truck and a living room?
I have a living room.
You have a living room?
I have a guy who can get a truck here.
It has to be like right now. You have to be able to walk away with something.
How big? Yeah, we have a truck.
I have a trunk.
Hold on.
How big?
This is going to sound really weird, but we'll explain it in a minute. Chris will be back in a moment with Russ to punchline what I'm building up to, which is going to happen any second.
It didn't happen on cue.
Any moment now. We are all fine here now. How are you?
Oh, someone else is going to dab with me.
Shannon and I recently learned what dabbing was when I wound up getting on the, what was it, the Splash Mountain at Disney with the middle school cheerleading troupe.
Well, do it!
It was myself, my wife, and middle school cheerleaders. And they finally realized it was just the two of us, and they were like, you can dab with us. And I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. So Shannon's like, I could do that. So Shannon went, get out of the way, Francis, you're in the wrong place right now. Trust me.
Oh, there's a TV!
Watch out. Literally, you're in the worst possible place in the world right now.
I
That can fit in my trunk.
Turn around.
That can fit in my trunk.
Okay.
Our last item up for bid.
This is going to go for Toys for Tots. It is a 50-inch plasma TV. The bidding starts at $5.
Never mind.
10, 15, 20. I have 20. 25. 30. 35. I have 35 going once. 40. 50 going once.
Does it have the cords?
Huh?
Are the cords come with it, or?
Just power, which is bringing right now.
Oh, okay.
$60.
75.
$75.
There are 2 HDMI ports. Make it 80.
There are both HDMI ports. This is not a new TV. We've had it for a while. We just know it works. You saw it working all weekend next door to the viewing room. We've acquired new tech, and we decided we're going to talk about this. So what's the last bid? Where was I at? 80. Who has 80? Do we have 85? 90. Remember, the B-side is this is for charity. So you go home and go, I got a 50-inch TV, and Chris got more money towards his goal. So we have 90. TJ said 100? $100. 100 going once. 101. I respect the hell out of you, sir. 101 going once. 101 going twice. What? 110.
They said that so painfully.
110 going once. 110 going twice.
Ah!
111. You are a cruel man. 111 going once. 111 going twice. Sold for $111. If you'd like to come up, pay them, and then just take this damn thing away, sir. Thank you very much, by the way. That puts your total up to what, Chris?
616.
616 for Chris. All right. 616.
And the highest bid.
There you go. All right, so we did Lost and Found. We did Lost and Found. We talked about the hotel. We talked about the guests. We talked about the charity stuff. We raised more money for charity in an extra 5 minutes. What's the other? I thank you guys because you guys kick ass. Give them a round of applause again, folks. Now we go to, I think the only thing that's left is we're going to ask you guys questions and feedback. So as we talk about stuff for this year. So the key things we're wondering, obviously, how many people have been to WasabiCon before? Raise your hand. Good, I have a lot of you people. So obviously a new property, a lot of changes this year compared to the past 4 years. So who has a question or a piece of feedback? Please raise your hand. Stand up, please. Because I'm deaf, because I listened to a lot of heavy metal in the 90s. Oh, you're Team Valor. Sit down. I don't care about that.
Oh! He's Team Instinct.
I'm Team Instinct.
Yeah!
There you go.
Hey, Valor.
All right.
Valor!
And suddenly, closing ceremonies changes. Girls, you're all pretty. Okay. All right, stop. All kidding aside. Okay, so let's go back to the feedback piece. So you had a question or a piece of feedback?
So like when I've gone to like DragonCon or other cons, like AmeliaCon, they had like a room for like cosplay, like as in like you can get ready in.
Okay.
Have you ever thought about doing that?
Yes. The trick is, when we move to this property this year, there is a finite amount of space, and you have to make decisions on what you want to do with that space. Do you want programming? Do you want games? Do you want that? So there was no way in hell we could have done that the past 4 years if you were to go to the property, because it was half the size. When I go to Japan, Tokyo, fun fact, when you go to a convention in Japan, you don't ride the subway in costume, you bring it all with you, and there's an entire section at the convention you go change. That said, they also put you into a quarantine area. You don't walk around in cosplay, you just stand in this hardened off area, and it's like you can cosplay here, but stay there. Do not step outside from this square. So, have we thought about that? Yes. It also came up because the flip side is there's also we have very small fandom, so we have Homestuck show up, we have furries show up, and the furries even ask the, hey, do you have a head place? So that also qualifies. So that's come up a couple times. We'll look at the space. It is something we've considered, but we are at the whim of how much space we have. So, but good feedback, Ace. Who's next? Yes, ma'am.
We all love the costume contest here. It's a lot of fun. Have you ever considered adding a cosplay contest to the schedule?
We did, and we did it Sundays, and it wasn't as popular. But as we've grown, it's something we'll look at bringing back. Something that got derailed for a couple of reasons that we might bring back. The pony pageant went away. We actually had something we were going to do this year, but again, learning curve with the hotel, we had to pull it. We were this close, we might revisit it next year. You remember the pony pageant was our replacement for the cosplay contest? We were going to do a... Okay, we were going to do a pony pageant, except instead of doing ponies, it was going to be a Pokemon pageant. So that may return next year. Did anybody else lose a cell phone? I'm going to ask this again, just in case. Anyone? Okay, just checking. Yeah, we got another cell phone in my pocket. So yes, will cosplay contests come back? That's usually a Sunday event, and we're a 2-day show. And if it did come back, we might bring it back as the pageant or as cosplay. But as we expand programming, we'll look into it. But good point. Yes.
I know a lot of people had issues with there not being schedules on the doors.
Sorry.
I can answer that one. This is the first hotel I've been to in years that doesn't have A-frames or easels. The easel things. So we showed up with all of our stuff like we do every year to go, cool, here's the board, print the schedule, do that. And we're like, oh, cool, how many A-frames do you have? 2. No, really. 2. We set them up for you already. It says no food and drink, so you don't spill stuff in your vendor's room. And we were like, we all just kind of stared at each other and went, thanks. So, yes, no, that will be fixed next year. This is the first year we didn't have that. So, and also, at the last hotel, we also had a double because they had little things outside the doors you could slide into, and they don't even have. So, we learned. Next year, promise. I'll have to buy the A-frames myself. Yes?
Will there be any more categories in the costume contests?
Best invisible cosplay. That sounded good. Like what sort of categories do you think we should have?
I guess horror, sci-fi, maybe comic related.
Maybe. And the reason I say maybe is...
Are you going to run it? I'm just asking. I do.
I'm trying to help you, and my wife is working against me. So remember that I'm promising you the moon and the stars. She's taking it away from you. The answer to that is, the reason I say maybe, is as we expand the convention, once we get closer to being more multi-genre and we see there's a strong following for those aspects, then I have no problem adding additional categories. Right now, our core fandom is anime and video games. We do have ancillary pieces coming in, but we're now to the size, because in previous years we've talked about, hey, let's do some tracks, we just don't have the space. So as we expand and add tracks, absolutely, it'll be like, oh, there's a ton of, we'll add this. Right now, if we had to add 2 categories, it'd be best homestucker and best cosplay, or best furry, you know, and that's just a weird niche. And yes, Shannon.
If I get more than 40 entries next year, I would add categories.
Yes, we usually get 40, 50 entries, and we have room for 75.
I get less than 40, so.
And we never pass the 40, so more entries.
I'll put more categories.
More categories. So I agree with you, and that's something that will be added as we grow. Make sense? I'm now learning that while you forced me to grow a beard because you like it, it sucks because it keeps getting stuck in this. Huh? Oh, is that from them?
Yes.
Yep. Let's bring it up here for the end.
Yeah.
All right. Next question, comment? Becky with the good hair is distracting. Just leave it right there for right now. Okay. Yes, sir.
Is it possible to get more noise complaint?
Is it possible to get more noise complaint? No. No, after 5 years, it's kind of played out in Jacksonville. So we will be replacing him next year with a, if you ever see the NSYNC music video with the marionettes, like Bye Bye Bye, we're having marionette doll versions made of the noise complaint dancers. And I'm going to hire somebody to sit behind a black table like this, and they're gonna do that, and then somebody's gonna have to sit here with like a piece of metal. Hold on, let me see. Oh, good, I have a sharp sword. No, I use the dog. And so it's like while the marionettes are dancing, because it's supposed to be tap, somebody will be sitting under the table with this microphone going. And that's how we're replacing noise complaint next year. There you go.
Boo.
Next.
Have you thought about having more like food vendors?
Yes. That was a very, so there's 2 parts to that. Part number 1, the restaurant that normally exists is currently under construction. So there would have been, normally there should be a restaurant where you can get food here. Number 2, I was actually told, and then I didn't see it happen, the hotel was supposed to have somebody out there selling hot dogs, hamburgers, and stuff
They
like that.
were. They're there.
It was in the lobby, and then you couldn't order anything else off the menu.
Oh, okay, so it did exist. So yeah, the limited menu exists because the restaurant was dead. By this time next year, the restaurant will be back. So that should solve a lot. We're also going to work with, while we've partnered with Jacksonville businesses, there are a lot of restaurants that are walking distances. Now that the show has happened once and people have seen the people come in, it's easier for us to go back and go, would you like to get a menu over there so people know and deliver and stuff like that? So absolutely, because we suffer the same problem you did, which is, what are we eating today? I guess we're ordering pizza for the 20th time. Yes?
I know when me and my roommate came here earlier, we had a problem checking in. Is there a way to get like early check-ins for people who are coming to the con and also staying in the hotel?
There are a number of issues that we've had with check-in and reservations this year with this hotel. They're on a long list of things I'm sitting down with a general manager and an owner about tomorrow. And I think after they have survived this weekend, I have to be very straightforward with you guys. I tried to explain to them what this show was and what they were going to experience with the show. They had the attitude of, we've seen conferences before, we know what's going to happen. Now that the show has happened, I think they have a stronger understanding because we're super nerds, so we send in like, here's a graph of sales tracks, here's this, and the staff is all walked around going, oh. So I think there's a little more education so that I can't promise you that that's going to be fixed, but I can tell you that's something that's going to be addressed and it theoretically should be easier by next year. Make sense? Yes?
Yeah, because we came here at like 10 yesterday, and I had told them that I had a reservation and I wanted them to go ahead and check in, and they were actually kind of really rude. And they just said, oh no, you have to wait until 3, and they wanted me to leave my luggage up there.
Well, well, they should have had a lockup closet. Yeah, that's actually, just to let you know, in hotel parlance, that's actually not unusual. If you get somewhere early for a check-in, they will take your stuff, give you a ticket to claim it later and lock it in a closet. That's totally normal, actually. Yeah. As somebody who winds up taking flights, the rudeness is not, but everything else is. Okay.
They were rude to a lot of...
And don't want to get just over there with the buffet and all that up front. We had like no service.
Yeah, yesterday I was hearing a lot of them being rude to people that were trying to check in that was dressed up as cosplay characters.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's definitely, again, this is why we talk to you guys, so if that's a general consensus that front desk staff and hotel staff is good. Everybody we dealt with at this end, like, our contacts seemed super, super nice, but you guys dealt with that side more than we did. So if you guys had issues with check-in and stuff like that, that's something I'm definitely going to bring up in the meeting tomorrow, so I appreciate that. So, any other questions or pieces of feedback? Yes, sir.
Do y'all have anything planned for FA next year?
Do I have? I just wrapped up this show, man. Really?
We have dates. We can tell them the dates.
Yeah, we moved our dates. You know that, right?
I know. It's what, April?
Nope.
March?
It's March.
What?
It's March.
No, it's the 10th. It was right after my birthday.
I was about to say because...
March, the weekend of March 10th.
So you're saying in March we're going to be hit by 2 because there's Collective Con in March as well.
That's nice. Okay. All right. Yeah, we're in Orlando, so do me a favor, stop recording.
Okay.
Do me a favor, stop recording. before.
Yeah, I understand. I understand.
Any other questions, concerns? Yes, in the back.
Any chance of WasabiCon getting extended to 3 days in the future?
I hate you.
Would be the first time.
Currently, no. And the reason is, to be very, very honest, Florida Anime Experience is 3 days because that is the anime convention norm, okay? And how many people have gone to mid-sized conventions like this on a Friday? Oh my God, it's boring.
Yeah.
And I would rather have 2 days of tons of content than let me cover 3 days of, you know. So, no, there's no plans to add the third day in the immediate future. But obviously, as the show grows and time goes by, you know, 3 to 5 years, then obviously we'll have to hit a point of, yeah, we have to. But right now, next couple of years, no plan on it.
Bring your friends, make it bigger.
Yes. Any other? Yes, ma'am.
So about like, what about panels? Like, if you can't get in at a certain time, like, would you
What do you mean?
something for panels? Because last minute I was thinking about doing a panel, but I wasn't sure if I was going to be here Saturday or Sunday, and I was looking at the time I actually wanted to get the panel, and it was already taken out.
I can't help you with that. That's just as soon as you know, submit, and we'll see what we can do to help you out. And we add programming and order received as long as it's like, you know, it's not XXX hentai, go, go, go. You know, I'm usually pretty easy.
We have other cons for that.
We have other cons for that one. So, yes.
As the show grows, do you think you'll start adding content later at night?
Oh, great question. I was waiting for that one. Why was there no dance? Why was there no night content? I was waiting for someone to get to that one. This year we stopped early on purpose. And the reason we stopped early on purpose is because we're at a new property. And as I told you, we're training the new property. That's a whole world of things we don't think that they were ready to experience based on our conversations. And we felt it was better to err on the side of safety of 9 o'clock, we're done, back away slowly, versus, woo, it's 1 in the morning, how you guys doing? And the poor convention staff are like.
So do you think maybe next year there'll be 18 plus panels at night?
Strong maybe.
Yeah, because I noticed that online before you changed the schedule that you guys had at 1 o'clock. I'm like, I won't be there at 1 o'clock in the morning.
No. Yeah, as we expand, we make sure our core programming is obviously very family friendly, but we are looking at expanding into late night program. And again, so that would be like, oh, it's 10. We follow the Cinemax HBO rule, which is after 8, but then we play it super safe and go, 10 p.m. sounds safe. So, yes.
Have you ever thought about getting like, what is it, Dirty Karaoke over here too?
Actually, we almost did, but he wasn't available. So yeah, one of the things, an evening event would be a nerdy karaoke event, and we put a bar up here like we do at FAE. Because drunk nerds singing songs that I hate, that's my dream. Any other questions, feedback, comments before I wrap up for the day? Going once, going twice. Were you doing that dab thing? Is that what that was? Is that what it's called?
No, she was giving us.
No, I'm talking to him. I'm running this. Thank you. Is that what it is?
That's good report, yeah. They stole it from him.
Oh.
You've got a point. It is.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Guy behind you's like saying no, and you're saying yes, and I'm like, oh yeah. They're gonna throw down over the history of this, of dabbing. That's what it's called, right?
Yeah, they stole it from the Guinea Force.
Yeah, they did, because it was originally
I
Guinea
learned how to
Force.
dab from middle school cheerleaders. My life is complete.
Like years ago.
There you go. Hey, I had to explain Becky with the good hair to you, so don't even try. Becky knew what I was talking about, though, because Becky's the right age for Becky with the good hair. So, all right, going once, going twice, 3 times. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to WasabiCon. Since you guys were nice enough to stay for closing ceremonies, we have 2 things for you. 1, everybody grab an extra swag bag, and 2, everybody come up and grab an extra piece of candy.
Yay!
Go ahead and move that box over there, please.
Candy!
Grab an extra swag bag, too.
I'm going to